I had to go pray, so I wasn't able to see all of it, but first the teams had to dig through this turtley mound, and I could hear Colin yelling as I was going to pray, and my first thought was, oh great, here comes Season 5, Part 2, with Colin yelling again and freaking out, or maybe that was Colin. I hope not, because he and Christy swore on Facebook that they were a different team this time around, and it's been so many years, but I still remember what they were like, partially because I own the season. And they had to build some sort of robot appears, and they're headed to Tokyo, first of all. I'm excited for that. These teams seem to be doing very interesting things. I don't fully understand what they're doing yet. But as I watch, I'll pretty much... Oh, here's Chris and Brett talking about their first time being in Japan, and they talk about Millennials versus Gen X, of course, because that was a decent season. The only thing that sucked is Adam Klein's mother dying not long after he got home. It really sucked. It really, really sucked. It made me cry. But Chris and Brett seem like an entertaining duo. They may be this season's Kevin and Drew, just because they remind me a lot of Kevin and Drew from Season 1. Alright, so people are starting to arrive at LAX. Corinne and Eliza are doing some major networking here, and good for them. I mean, Corinne... Oh my goodness. Corinne's clip of her bashing Sugar crying over her dead father played, and I was just horrified. I hope Corinne is nicer. She and Eliza seem like very nice people now that they're on The Amazing Race. I hope they get along. I hope they don't fight. I hope they don't create drama. Like, Eliza is already overanalyzing everything, but you know what? That's Eliza for you. She is very detail-oriented, and they're analyzing Leo and Jamal, and honestly, and the other Amazing Race teams, and honestly, that's okay. Eliza is amazing. And she pretty much said Rupert's not athletic and talked about him having a pot belly, I think I'm hearing. Like, they're analyzing all the teams while they're at the airport, and I just find this so amusing because I really don't know how this is going to turn out, because honestly, for now, they're all on a level playing field. And they're headed to Tokyo, and I don't know what they did during the flights, but Phil's cameos describing the tasks and the route info. Oh, Phil, you don't know how much I've missed you being on my screen. You're like a joy to watch. Every time I see you on the screen, every time I hear your voice, every time I hear you describe something, I've missed you, Phil. You're like near and dear to my heart. So, of course. Ooh, this is interesting. There's 2 locations in Tokyo where the teams can go, but there's a limited amount of clues at each station. It seems like they're reflecting back to, I believe it was Season 9 in the first task, where teams had to look in a guidebook and then pick a location, and there were a limited amount of tickets to each place, and that was just a very interesting season. And y'all know how old I am, or you can probably figure it out by how I'm referencing all these older seasons. Just for the record, I was born in November 23rd, 1987, so do the math, and I'm sure you'll figure it out. Anyway, Rupert and Laura seem lost in Tokyo, and that's so unfortunate because they're such a good team. And now we cut to a commercial break. So I'm going to cut the video right here.